CRAMORANT. Yes, you heard that right. CRAMORANT. This funny little fella from Pokémon Sword and Shield. I made a team about it. So let's jump right into the first replay. Our opponents has a pretty serious team with the Toad Scroll Weezing combo. Their plan is obviously to Spore, but I have Terragrass Archaludon and Safety Goggles Incineroar. I Terragrass my Archaludon, I get a lot of damage. This lead kinda trapped me, but they are gonna switch. I am gonna switch. I put Pelipper in. Toad Scroll powers into Incineroar, not too much damage. I Parting Shot into Talonflame. Archaludon is now back. Unfortunately, this is closed team sheet, so I don't know that this Talonflame is Focus Sash. I Electroshot it. The Focus Sash, it's I usually expect a Cover Clock, but okay, you do you. Goldengo comes in, Incineroar comes back. It's a pretty good lead. Dual Wing Beat misses, but at -2 doesn't really matter about the damage. Protect, I Fake Out in hope to finally defeat the Talonflame with the weird Focus Sash. Earth Power, make it rain so that Goldengo is at -1. Pelipper resists, that's good. Hurricane onto the Toad Scroll, so the Spores are not a problem anymore. Archaludon comes back, Weezing Galar comes back as well. This is not a great situation. I Flash Cannon into the Talonflame, I set up Tailwind. Archaludon is pretty low. I protect Pelipper because I kinda need Pelipper for the end game. Archaludon goes.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Here's the hero though. Surf! This is the hero. It one-shots Weezing without rain, which in my opinion is pretty amazing. I Wide Guard, and now this Goldengo is forced to a single target move. I Surf again. 2% remaining, Shadow Ball, Focus Sash on my CRAMORANT, and the Gold Missile finishes off Goldengo. Okay, that was amazing. I gotta be honest, when I first thought about this team, I didn't think it would work this well against a pretty serious team. Like, the opponent had a pretty serious team, like Weezing Toad Scroll combo, Goldengo with Nasty Plot, Talonflame, Dragonite, Ursaluna. This team worked pretty well. So the opponent leads Electabuzz, Ursaluna. I lead Pelipper, Raichu. Raichu is another member of this team that, with the excuse of having three actually, Pokémon very weak to electric type, I used it as an excuse to test out Raichu in a rain team. CRAMORANT comes in, I get Facade into the Focus Sash and I Hurricane Electabuzz. This shouldn't really be a problem because now I switch in Raichu. The damage is not going to be too much, especially because the Raichu is Citrus Berry. I get a Lightning Hot Boost, I get a Pikachu in CRAMORANT's mouth. Deals quite a lot of damage onto the Electabuzz, and unfortunately they Facade because Ursaluna resisted the Surf. But it's not lost still. Archaludon Terastallizes into Grass. They get Electro Web, but doesn't really matter on Archaludon. I get a defense boost, I get an Electro Shot off, and this Electabuzz still resists, but that's okay. I Wide Guard to avoid any more Electro Webs, especially for Pelipper. They Facade my Pelipper, I resist, because Pelipper is goated, and they die from Burn. And now they just have Dragapult, Primarina. This game is pretty much over, you can already tell, because this Dragapult can't really do anything against this Archaludon, and neither does this Primarina, especially since now it's Terra Steel. I am at +4 defense, I can just body press it. Oh, +5, I forgot, I am still slower. They get a boost, but body press, and now this Dragapult can do anything. Yeah, I am at 20 HP, but Draco Meteor just going to destroy this Dragapult. So, not much achieved by or little bird, but it did enough. It stalled Ursaluna and Electabuzz until they were basically done fighting. So yeah, it still kind of affected the course of the battle. The next replay is against a pretty weird team, but it's pretty nice. I lead Raichu Pelipper, I fake out Whimsicott in hopes it doesn't have a cover clock, it doesn't. Annihilate just bulks up, I Tailwind. In hindsight I could have just Hurricane the Annihilate just for the big damage, but that's okay. Cramorant comes in, the hero is here, Hurricane into the Protect, I protect my Pelipper, I Surf, and the damage is decent. Although they get a bit up off, I get my fish, so even if they Rage Fist, they don't, but that's okay. I switch into Raichu, they protect again, I Hurricane with Cramorant, they Moonblast my Raichu, of course they get the drop, but it's okay, Raichu is here for the fake outs, so that Whimsicott is now stopped in place, they Rage Fist, I am Focus Sash. Yes, they get the Defiant boost.
Get your ass out of here!
Cramorant just defeated the strongest Pokemon of the meta. One of the strongest it's absolutely amazing. Pelipper comes in, they set up Tailwind, Archaludon comes back, they Kowtow Cleave onto my Pelipper, which is kinda unfortunate, but it's okay, they get another drop of Moonblast, but yeah. Kowtow Cleave again, I Flash Cannon the Whimsicott, despite the drop is still enough, Raichu comes back, they I Jump Kick my Archaludon, very risky move, I Volt Switch into the King Gambit, get back into the Cramorant, unfortunately it gets Kowtow Cleaved, I Electroshoot into the King Gambit, it's enough, I even at +0, so now it's just Sarina. I will Terrastalize Archaludon even at 35% HP, because I figured it's enough to resist even at such low HP. I Body Press, I Electro Web. Electro Web kinda came in clutch here because Sarina was slower than my Archaludon and Body Press just closed the matchup. So Cramorant just removed the biggest threat of their team, which was a now +3 attack Annihilate, and they could not be more proud. Now, the team with Cramorant, you will find it in the description below if you want it. So yeah, this is the team I opted for. I opted for a rain team because I felt like that giving Surf and Hurricane to Cramorant as stabs was pretty decent. Surf is kinda fourth option, either Surf or Dive, but I didn't want Cramorant to suffer from Intimidates, so it's detrimental to trigger Gulp Missile, which is a pretty decent ability actually. Like, you either drop the defense so you can combo with Body Press or any of Basculegion moves, so it's not too bad. Even Noko for Flare Blitz from Incineroar, it's okay, but these are the two main hitters for the physical side. Or if I am very low in HP, so they hit the Focus Sash, I can just get a Paralysis off, which is not too bad. It's actually pretty good. Hurricane is a solid stab move. Icy Wind for extra speed control. You don't know when you may need extra speed control, and Icy Wind is the right move for this. And then Protect, because maybe I'm at Focus Sash and I first wanna surf, I don't wanna get fake outed. So yeah, these stats are obviously not amazing, but they are actually kinda decent, especially since we just wanna spam Surf, protecting maybe Pelipper with Wide Guard, and we just wanna get the Gulp Missiles off, maybe getting a defense drop, maybe getting a Paralysis off. You may argue Dive, it's a physical move, and it's better with Gulp Missile, but I figured that the attack stats gets threatened by Intimidate faster. I don't wanna run Clear Amulet because it's kinda frail. So, Surf Hurricane is still the best I could think of. Raichu is pretty good in this team because we have 1, 2, 3 Pokemon weak to electric type moves. So I got a Lightning Rod. Unfortunately not AV because the Assault Vest is on Archaludon, but Citrus Berry works. I gave it Fake Out, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt and Electroweb, again extra speed control. Depending on how you feel, you can even give it Endeavor, so you can do some sneaky stuff, but I felt very comfortable with this set. Decently bulky max speed, some special attack, it works. I give it Terra Flying to avoid earthquakes from Garchomp, and it's virtually immune. There's not too many rock types around, so yeah, it's a pretty good Terra type. Also, Lightning Rod makes it immune to other electric type moves, so yeah. Incineroar, classic Incineroar. Why is it Terra Grass with safety goggles? 2 reasons. If you want to resist some ground type moves, you can just Terrastalize into a resisting type. And safety goggles, if you don't want to Terrastalize into a grass type, you don't have to commit it, so works pretty well. Usual moveset, decently bulky, decently fast, so yeah. Basculegion, I figured Basculegion could be good in this team. Swift Swim, of course. Choice Band, Terra type, Water, Last Respects, Wave Crash, Aqua Jet, and Ice Fang for coverage. Adamant, Max Attack, Max Speed, because we have Swift Swim, so I didn't think about making it Jolly, and that's okay. Archaludon, my boy. Archaludon is the classic Archaludon, nothing too special. You can, and probably I will give Dragon Pulse into the past I'm gonna give in the description. Because the last game with the Dragapult getting hit by Draco Meteor could have been lost if I missed Dragon Meteor. So I will give you Dragon Pulse. You are free to change it if you still want the high risk, high reward of Dragon Meteor. But it works either way. It's not too much of a problem. You have Electroshot, you have Body Press, so it's okay. Then we have Pelipper. I gave it a Wakam Berry anyway, but you can get away by giving it any other item like a Big Berry or a Rocky Helmet. It's up to you. Drizzle, of course, and then pretty usual stuff. I dropped Weather Ball for Wild Guard because in this team having Cramorant, Pelipper and Wild Guard in Surf to not get Pelipper hit by your own ally, it's pretty decent. So I gave it Wild Guard. Also the Electrowebs, all the various AoE moves like Opponent's Earthquakes, they're pretty decent to, you know, avoid. Decently fast, decently bulky, max HP. This guy doesn't do damage overall, but it's more a support. So, this is the team with God Cramorant. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, and I will see you next time. Bye!